Okay, just did part one. Now this is part two, where I just laid the top one back on here. Just for giggles, so you can remember what my video's doing. We already figured out how to take off the front trim, the back case, and the USB board. Now we're going to get into the other boards, which are screwed on. Number 2 screwdriver. If you look, I marked the screws in blue. These are all the same size. One reason to mark them is you remember where they go. I also marked orange ones for the 2 small ones. Actually there's 4, there's 2 more you can't see right now. And the black ones marked there. Just helps remember where to put them back together if you're not used to doing this. Basically you want to take those screws out. But first of all, unpeel the rest of this power button, which is double face tape. Peel it up and get it out of the way. And set onto the screws. You don't really need to do the 4 in the inverter board, which is the large silver cover on this side, until you get to that point, but I'm going to take them all out. The little orange ones that are in the silver cover at the top of the, it's kind of half buried, those are a different size. Those are number 1 Phillips. Taking care of all the number 2s right now. Let's see where my camera's pointing. Alright, I'm going to take the 4 in the inverter board off. Inverter board cover. Come on, baby. Alright, I'm going to have to unplug the inverter board. This one has the same kind of clip as the other side. Just give it a little push on the top side to release it, and a good wiggle. Get that ribbon out of the way. Get rid of our screws. Alright, get rid of the rest of the tape that I forgot the first time. Now we'll be able to lift the main board up partway. The main guts. Now you're going to have to reach underneath. And this one's taped on, so we'll have to remove the tape. Tape, glued, everything. Okay. The small plug on the left, as we're looking at it, just grab it and wiggle it. Let's see if I can get in here. Just give it a couple shakes each way and it'll pull right out. The larger plug on the right has squeeze tabs on each side. They have to be pushed in. They're silver, and you squeeze them. Get a close up on here. Move the camera. And these little releases here. You gotta push both sides. Then you can lift the entire part right up. And this gives you your power board and your main board, which has DVI inputs on it. Get rid of the tape. Alright, now we got to take care of the little 4 orange screws. Zoom back out. I cut myself. So be careful, that metal's sharp. Take off the 4 screws from here. Then this board will lift up. Alright, and usually you wiggle left to right a little, and it'll pop out. Come on, once you get it lifted up partway. If it doesn't, there's my cord. take the card, get it in between the two, just get it to go. There it goes. And there's a couple little catches on the ends. You grab just enough. And under this is the controller board. As far as removing the controller board, everything's basically off already except the front clips. So to get these clips, you got to flip these little brown tabs up. They're on like a hinge. You want to be very careful around these silver ribbons up here. They have a little tab, you can grab and pull them out. Don't over flex them, twist them, whatever. Pull each one out, and the board will slide up a little and come out. That's the controller board. Over on this side we have the inverter board, which I already took the 4 screws out, 2 top, 2 bottom. And this plate will lift up. And the inverter board's under there. Plastic shield is held with 3 screws. Again, mark these because they're a little different than the others. The 3 outer screws. That'll allow you to lift this plastic up. Just go through part of it right now, so I don't need to change the whole thing. This is, like I said, this is a threaded screw. And it's a little longer than the others, but this will let the plastic come up. Then you can squeeze. Oh, this one's a top clip. I'm used to the side clips. Push down on the little top release clip as you pull the plug out. Plugging it back in, just give it a push. But yeah, there's a little release clip right on top here that's got to be pushed down to release it. So I like the ones on the gateways and the Samsung a lot better because these are a pain in the butt. Alright, if you need to take the whole board off, there's 3 screws here, which have big heads on them that have to come out, and there's also a little plug right at the very bottom. I'll forget that, which isn't very important, but if you pull on it real quick, you'll yank it out. This little plug just also squeezes and pulls. This is just a little grounding wire. That's basically how you get to the majority of the boards. If you need to take the boards out of the main chassis, here, there's screws all the way around, and interesting, they put 4 on the back side and 2 on this side here that have to be removed too, and this will allow the boards to lift up. That's basically the majority of the disassembly. If you need to go any further or have any other questions, just shout.